Well, good morning, good morning. It's Saturday, and I thought we needed something a little different this morning than just eggs, scrambled eggs and toast. So I got old Better Homes and Garden out, and we'll turn to there's biscuits. We don't want biscuits. We're going to do pancakes. I had this little sick looking banana, and I thought I need to use that one banana so I don't waste it. So let me get this going here. First of all, I'm gonna take my banana. This is not in the cookbook, but we're gonna make them wish that they'd put it in the cookbook. There's a banana. And little salad fork and just mash that banana up. To that, I'm gonna add one egg. Mix that around. If you, for some reason, you're allergic to eggs, you could use just a banana, because you can use a banana in a recipe for an egg if you don't want the egg. Okay, well, to that, let's look at our recipe now. Okay, we're going to have the 1 cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of salad oil. We'll go ahead and put that in there. Let's turn our pan on. So we'll go ahead and put our cup of milk. And we'll go ahead and put our, 2 tablespoons salad oil. 1, 2. That gets your wet ingredient. Probably need a little sugar in that to give it a little hump. Let me go ahead and take my Of course, I'm going to put a little sweetener in it instead of sugar. Probably 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of Aldi's or whatever sweetener. That'll get me to turn my pan to about a 4. Let me get another mixing bowl. Get one of my old mixing bowls. And we're going to put in 1 and 1/4. So we'll go 1. I think we better just do about 2 because that banana is going to add. So let's do 1. 2 flour. We'll do 2 flour. And let's see, we'll do the 3 teaspoons. Okay, we'll do 3 teaspoons. Get our little teaspoon, 3 teaspoons. That'll be Clever Girl baking powder. 1. 2. 3. 3 teaspoons. baking powder. I'm always losing something. I don't know, half the time. There it is. I've got so many cooking things, and my baby whisk. Mix that in good. You don't want that baking powder or none of that. So let's check our recipe and make sure. We put 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of sugar. We forgot our salt, so we got 1 egg, 1 milk, 1 salad oil, and then of course I added banana. So we'll add the half a teaspoon of salt. It's funny how salt triggers the sweetness. So half a teaspoon. Now we've got that mixture ready to go. So now we'll add our dry to our wet, or wet to dry. Wet to dry, dry to wet. Just a real quick. Instead of me taking out the big flour sifters and all that, I just use one of these barrel strainers. Okay. Just fold that in. And we'll mix it. I'm gonna add, this is my own add, I'm gonna add a teaspoon, which is a capful, of Mexican vanilla. Nothing like a good pancake with the vanilla in it. Especially a banana pancake. I think that's a little, we need more, so let's get us some hot water. You know, I've told you everything you can adjust with hot water. Just about, very little, about 3 tablespoons. It's probably because of the banana, but you wanted a little more liquidy than what it was. So you just have to adjust your recipes. You can't, it depends on the humidity, it depends on a lot of things. So that may be about you just have to adjust it. Maybe then it'd probably be a deal. I bet probably a third a cup, but now water. Let's see. Okay. See how that's getting kind of, if you want it more runny than you do like a hoe cake, as they call them. Those were thicker. But if you're making a pancake, you want it thin. Get that all off there so we can. trade my spoon for a ladle. I just use one of the old ladles, and then I'll get my spatula. So make about like that. To where it'll just barely touch in your pan. Of course, messy. You know, Mr. Messy. The older I get, the messier I get, I think. Used to, I thought it's because of the cataracts I couldn't see, but I think it's just because I don't know. So you want those two on your pancakes. Let me get those eggs off of that stove. Like crazy, putting those eggs on next to that heat, they'll be ruined. I always make sure that these start bubbling. They'll make little bubbles. You'll see them. You'll know. I put that up about 4. So, do that on about 4. I'm going to plate out. Set that over here. See how those are fluffing up. You got to be careful on these skillets because they'll burn though. I hope I hadn't let them get too burned. No, those are alright. Black skillet, you just have to be awful careful to them not burn, so it's better to keep the fire on low. Just let them fluff up on their own. I keep it on about 2 to 4. 2 to 4. Now a little trick that I learned is that if you've got your fire and your pancakes, you don't want them to burn, you go ahead and get them out of there because you don't want them too dry. So let's see here. See that? That's an okay cake. Without having a banana in it, they probably, let's set those over here. Now, turn your pan back around, get you a little more grease. Let that kind of, okay, swirl that around and get you, make it where, see, I can hold this pan almost. I mean, it's not too hot, so you know it ain't on a real high. Always stir your batter before you recommit to the pan. Make sure that the grease is, take a little, just a little dollop, and that'll tell you if you're, see how that's frying? I'll tell you if your grease is hot enough. So it is. I've got a griddle, big griddle, but it takes up the whole stove and it's just too much. Less There's probably about 3 left. So we'll get those edged brown. I'll continue to have that on about 2.5, 3. So, but watch these little bubbles coming up. And if they get on a date, if they're going on a date, if they get in holding hands, you just get your little grease on that. It'll just pop it there. Tell them they can't be holding hands. And kind of pull that up and check. We're gonna let them just sit there. Sometimes you have to kind of turn your pan up to about a 4 and then turn it right back down after a few minutes. I got pancake batter on. Because you'll see them bubbles. See how those are starting to bubble there. Okay. With that arthritis, it's kind of hard to turn anymore like I used to. But it works. No, we just let them touch them. Hello there. What I was going to tell you about these, see those have started to cool, and they're going to be a moist pancake, a good pancake, because they're not too dry. But sometimes if I take these out too quick and they're still real anything, I'm not just saying these, then I'll just stick that plate in the microwave for about 1 minute, and it'll continue to cook the bread or the pancake or whatever I'm doing there. See how those are fluffing up. These are more IHOP here. These are more Granny's house, and these are more IHOP. Probably because the pan was just right where you need it. Right. See, those are good pancakes. Well, they're all good, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's put this over here and get this finished getting this, because you want to add a little more grease, because every time you may have to add a little more grease till you get all the pancakes done. Make sure you swirl that around in your pan. Now this one, let's just, well, we might do 2. Probably about 2. I bet I can get 3 of that. We're gonna go on a date again. Okay. I'm not gonna push it. I'm going to call that a day. Wappy, 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 wappy. Now, I don't know if y'all realize some of these monofilament rags that you get, dish rags, that's why this stove looks so bad on top, is because these have stuck to it. If you don't get a real solid cotton rag, and I buy those at the Harbor Freight. Got several. I buy these any of these kind of shop rags at the Harbor Freight. They're 100% cotton. And then I've got this old dish rag here. But I'll take those shop towels. This one is dingy because I got tea all over it. But I take them and I seam them down the middle, and it makes a big double rag. And it's so much cheaper than trying to buy a linen dish towel. And if you mess them up like that and got all that iced tea on it, that's why it's brown. See how that's bubbling up these little holes, like little worm holes? That's what you're looking for, so you'll know then that you can just stand together and it's about ready to flip. So you're looking for those little holes. It's the main thing. About overshot that one, didn't I? That'll be alright. We'll make it do. We'll go ahead and turn the pan up because that's going to stay hot. Remember, these skillets stay hot for a little while. You can feel how fluffy or how dense or whatever by just touching those. That I've got still, so let's get those little remnants out. I'm anxious to see about these. I made banana pancakes quite a long time ago. I haven't made them in. See, those are fluffy and okay. So that's a lot of pancakes for two people. I wish y'all was here to eat with us, as I say, 'cause shoot, that's, I tell you what, that's a money saver. Y'all do these for your family. Lord, I can't get that little piece out. Let me try. I don't leave nothing in the pan. I don't like to. Little crispies. Kind of clean it up so it'll be less gonna have to be. All right, let's get our mess kind of up here. Okay. Now then, those are some pretty nice pancakes there. See there? You got your pancakes. Now, let me give a little. Let me get one of my oak leaf plates. And, you know, I always take out the cull ones for myself. I'm just that way. I take out the kind of the. I better do. You think I can eat 3? Well, they're pretty big. Oh, I guess we can do 3. You know what? We gotta have some of that good old butter. Hold on. Give us some of that challenge butter. I use this challenge butter, y'all. Yeah, I use that old challenge butter. I'll take that, then I'll take some. I should have set this out, but oh, we don't. It doesn't matter. It's just early. It's only 6 o'clock in the morning, or 5:35 something. Central time. That's Central. Central. I'll restack them because that doesn't look quite correct. I did it all wrong, didn't I? Oh, butter, that's good butter, y'all. That challenge is good butter. Kind of pull that all around there. Now I use, on my syrups, I take, because of the sugar content, I take my maple syrup. I take the log cabin sugar-free syrup and the regular maple syrup. Let's see. Okay, and I keep that in the icebox, that good maple syrup, and I mix it in together with my log cabin syrup, and then I use that. So I'm going to try this just with maple syrup. You know, even though I have blood sugar problems, maple syrup is probably the less glycemic that you can use. Real maple syrup. So I'll get Mother her breakfast. She's still sleepy. And had to get up to let the cat, get the cat's food outside and all that kind of stuff. And got a few more storms today, but nothing terribly bad. And that's when I decided, well, we're going to have something different instead of scrambled eggs. Let's try, since I've got this banana, let's use it in a banana pancake. So that's what we're having, is banana pancakes. I wish y'all was here to eat with us. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Thank you, God, for blessing all of us this morning. Dear Lord, please bless the United States and keep everybody safe and out of harm's way. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.